Hey everybody, welcome back to Kingdom Hearts. Last time when we were playing, we got through what's basically the intro to the game, and today... Today, we're heading off to the first proper Disney World of the game. And before that, I want to go ahead and pick up some stuff, mess around with the menus a little bit. I want to kind of expedite it. Now, I have a plan. Do not know if it is going to work out properly. The plan is to maybe do a world every episode. And maybe have longer form content with that. No idea if I'm going to stick to that or not. Well, I'm recording a lot of this in advance, so we'll have to see. Mostly because I don't want the pressure of having to get certain things out on time. Lets me relax just a little bit. See, here we have Huey, Dewey, and Louie's shop, which is pretty useful. You can pick up some stuff. We're going to want to pick up at least 3 potions, because you're going to need them for the next world, if I remember correctly, because I'm going to try and comb through most of it. Let's see. So weapon-wise, we have a few options here. I am going to go ahead and sell some items here. Pretty Stone, which we picked up from the race against Riku. And I think the Cottage. And that should give me enough to buy new weapons for Donald Duck and Goofy. And yes, you are not supposed to call Donald Duck just Donald. It is Donald Duck. I don't know why. I've just started saying Donald Duck to myself for the past, hour, and I'm like, man, that's fucking funny. Don't know why. It's just funny. We're gonna go for the Morning Star instead of the Warhammer, just because, Warhammer reduces Donald Duck's MP, and we don't want that, so... I'm never gonna be able to keep to that. I'm never gonna be able to just keep calling him that. And then we're gonna do, then you can pick between the Stout Shield, and then the Smasher. And I'm going to go for the Smasher, because Stout Shield, if I recall correctly, does not give Gooby over here any boost to attack. Yeah, it gives no boost to attack. It's just a larger shield. So why not give him a little baby one, and he can just do the damage. And here we can just give you the Morning Star, which is... Well, you did not expect the Morning Star to look like that, I don't think. So it gives 1 point to strength, but does not decrease the MP, so that's going to be good. We're also going to equip the Brave Warrior that we picked up in the last episode off Guard Armor. Give ourselves a bit of an HP boost, and ups to strength. And I think we're good to go. Aside from that, I did want to show off the Customize menu, so you can... set up shortcuts for your various spells for Sora. But on top of that, for Donald Duck and Goofy, you can adjust how their behaviors work out. So you can have them occasionally do regular attacks, so just constantly do this and that kind of thing. I'm gonna do constant defensive magic and frequently offensive magic. And I think doing that will make Donald Duck focus more on healing me. So I don't have to worry about dying nearly as much, because I can have a bit more of a safety net. Though who knows how that's going to turn out. So we're going to check out Goofy here, and I think everything with him is basically fine. Yeah, everything with him is fine. I just kind of wanted to adjust Mr. Duck. So, now that that's all taken care of, we have more stuff we can do here in Traverse Town. We'll pick it up later. Once we have better movement abilities and other stuff like that. Start maybe trying to get all the postcards. But for now, we can open up the world map. And we can basically choose where we want to go. We can go to this level 1 area or this level 2 area. We're going to be heading in... somewhat order, at least at the start here. because I'd rather not. I've never done Olympus Coliseum, which is the level 2 area. Never done that first. In fact, I don't even do it second, I do it last. If only because I like to beeline for the first cure spell as soon as possible. But I also don't want to remove the challenge of the first area. So we're going to be heading up here, which is Wonderland first, which I feel like it's a bad rap, personally. I think that it's a really cool world with a lot of interesting areas and a bunch of optional stuff that you may not even experience. Because it's a world that you can basically knock out in about 20 minutes if you beeline all the important stuff. Speaking of things that aren't well liked, this is the Gummy Ship. The Gummy Ship is basically exactly what you're seeing. It's a shoot 'em up type of thing. I wouldn't necessarily say bullet hell, but it's a fun way to travel to each world because, you know, it adds a little bit of filler and a palette cleanser to mix things up with fully customizable shipbuilding mechanics, missions that you can undertake, scores and high scores that you can try to manage. It's pretty good. It is pretty good. I wouldn't say very good, because I feel like Kingdom Hearts 2 nails it when it comes to not only having some fun customization stuff with the gummy ships, but really upping the ante when it comes to the gameplay department. Not only for the main game, obviously, but the gummy ship stuff, both as a spectacle and to play, is actually really fun. And they also put a lot of effort into the actual soundtrack instead of what we have here, which is similar to like Tartarus and Persona 3, where it's basically the same track that is altered and has remixes throughout. Anywho, we're gonna jump into Wonderland. A world that took me quite a while to beat when I was younger. Just because, you're a kid, you don't really know what to do all the time, and direction when it comes to this world is dictated on the character saying something to you once, and then you're like, well, I should go there, and if you space out your progress, it may take you a little longer.
I'm late! Oh, the queen, she clapped my head for sure!
I'll try and throw in some my own experiences when I first played this game 15 years ago to kind of throw out there like, hey, this is what I was, this is how I was doing at the time. I am looking at Goofy's MP bar. I don't know if you noticed this, guys. What in the hell is going on? MP bars are supposed to be like large blocks. Why the hell is his like there's a chunk missing there? Actually with Donald's too. What the hell's going on with that? That is weird. I guess they wanted to show... Do they want to show the presence of, like... When you get magic pickups in this, did it want to, like, show the presence of them building up again? But I don't think that's it. That's really bothering me. I'm not going to waste an item to test out how it looks, but... I don't know, it's a little weird. I went the wrong way. Thankfully, the PS4 release of this game not only doubles the frame rate, you can't see that because I'm not doing videos for it, but non-existent loading. That's a talking door. Oh, he's got one of those yowie mouth. Look at that. You can open it wide.
Good morning. Good night. I need a bit more sleep.
Wait, what do we have to do to grow small?
Why don't you try the bottle over there?
Alright, so we now have access to some cups that change our size, so let's, before that, push this, because you can't make progress until we do that. Alright, let's move on, let's go. Oh, there are enemies back there. Well, they're lost.
Court is now in session.
I'm on trial. But why?
Her Majesty, the Queen of Hearts, presiding.
This girl is the culprit. There's no doubt about it. And the reason is because I say so, that's why.
That is so unfair.
Well, have you anything to say in your defense?
Of course. I've done absolutely nothing wrong. You may be queen, but I'm afraid that doesn't give you the right to be so mean.
Silence! You dare defy me?
Hey guys, we should help her out.
Blah, blah, blah.
We're outsiders, so wouldn't that be muddling?
Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, yeah. And that's against the rules.
The court finds the defendant guilty as charged for the crimes of assault and attempted theft of my heart. Off with her head!
No! Oh, please!
Hold it right there!
Who are you? How dare you interfere with my court?
Excuse me, but we know who the real culprit is.
Uh-huh. It's the Heartland.
Anyway, she's not the one you're looking for.
That's nonsense. Have you any proof?
Alright, so we can now collect all the evidence, to which there is 4. Yeah, it's gonna be alright, okay? Don't worry about it. I'm Goofy, and that there's Donald Duck. Alright, Goofy and Donald Duck, let's go. You have no idea how much I love this bit. I hope someone has to like it, because if it's just me, then this is gonna be a very depressing video. That's a head. Yeah, this is probably some type of kink, right? It's like, someone probably wants to do things to a head, right? We're gonna keep this from getting to a dark place and move past that. So, what's interesting about Wonderland is that it uses a lot of its areas a lot. Gets a lot of use out of a lot of areas, specifically the room we started in with the doorknob, the bizarre room. It uses it quite a bit. There are many entrances that throw you back to. There are many entrances and exits that throw you back to various places on the map, actually. First order of business is taking out these enemies and picking up all of the evidence in timely fashion. Collecting the first 3 I remember being easy, but the last one is a little busy.
See ya!
However, you get a decent reward if you get them all, so it's worth doing it just because it makes the back half of this world a little bit more fun to play. So we're gonna reap this trinity, gives us potion, ether. That's gonna be real good. And we get our first piece of evidence, footprints that were put in a box, because fuck you, that's why. Alright, so as you can see, platforming in Kingdom Hearts is bad. I don't want to hear anyone who said, nah, it's fine. No, not fine. It was suspect in 2002. It's bad now. So, going through that exit gives us another evidence. Stench, which you kind of saw the stink lines come out of the box. Real neat. So, we're already halfway there. As you can see, the entrances do bring us back to this room, which is going to happen a lot with different perspectives, which I think is the I think it's interesting. What's great is you could just pick up one piece of evidence and then run straight back. Run straight back to the trial and get started. Which I think is neat. The reward you get for getting all 4 pieces of evidence is what you get for beating the world in general, so there's no pressure. So, this flower needs a potion. If you talk to it, it tells you that, but I'd rather just get into it. I probably should have checked it, I wasn't 100% sure. So what we want to do, we want to take that fruit, then hit the tree, because then that moves it. And then we want to jump on this log. That opens up a platform as well, and then eat the fruit. So we've sufficiently messed around with the level's geometry, which we need to do because there are some platforms we can't even get to yet. So that should fix that up. I always wonder if there's something special about these chests, because they're a lot better looking. And I guess that means that they give you better equipment. But I think I've found chests that don't have that glowing keyhole that do not give you Dalmatians. Speaking of, don't know if we've run into Dalmatians yet in the LP, but Dalmatians, there's 101 of them, or actually there's 99 of them that you have to collect. So 33 individual chests have sets of 3 Dalmatians in them. You gotta go pick them up. And if you pick them up, you will be handsomely rewarded with a bunch of different things as you continue to play. Now, as far as I know, I don't remember there being anything of use in this specific spot. However, there's the last piece of evidence. And I know exactly where that is. So I don't remember that ever being a useful spot, though someone can correct me if I'm wrong if there's like something you can do in that room, and we can come back later, because we are going to have to come back later for completionist sake anyway. But I'm gonna go over here, pick up a scan gummy, which it lets you scan if you put it on your gummy ship. Now, we opened up that stuff over there, so we're gonna reach around and check that place out, because I'm 99% sure that's gonna get us our last piece of evidence. Now, all we gotta do is give a nice healthy jump. Boom, we got claw marks. I don't know. It's very suspect how this evidence works, personally. But we get Blizzard. You would have to wait until the very end of the world after you beat the boss to get Blizzard, but since we were nice enough to put in the extra work, we get it now. Also, I don't know if we ran into these enemies just yet, but this is the first time I'm actually kind of noticing. These are brand new enemies. What's great about these guys is that you can just use Blizzard on them, and not only will you probably kill them getting the 1 experience point, but you also get 2 tech points for your trouble. And same goes for a multitude of those enemies of different elements, where you can punish them by giving the right element, though fire is the best ones to fight, full stop, because your Blizzard attack is a shotgun, basically. Amazing spread. Alright. So now let's present our evidence. I'm still not impressed. Here's my evidence. I would say that her evidence is more unrealistic compared to mine, but then again, mine is footprints inside a box. Of course, at this point, your evidence isn't even evidence anymore. It's just you open a box, and they just put the hologram of the culprit inside the box. Now, I'm pretty sure that you will always win if you get all the evidence, because I've never gotten all the evidence and still gotten it wrong. If you come in here with low evidence, the other results can be Donald Duck, Goofy, I think both of them at the same time? It basically means that if you do not prove that the Heartless are the bad people, then they're going to imprison some of your party members, and then you'll have to break them out during this section. One thing we're gonna do is we're gonna beat the fucking shit out of you. Knock you on your ass. Because that stuns and makes the heart cards panic. Because she matches their aesthetic. The other cards don't give a fuck, they're poor. Thank you, Donald Duck. Whole point is we gotta beat up this tower. Almost. Yeah. Don't ask how she was able to get kidnapped during all of that chaos when it was a locked prison cell, but, you know, anything can happen in a world of magic and other shit, I guess. If you believe it, we're halfway through the world. But the second half can take a little bit longer if you take your time, I guess. So at this point, we gotta look for shadows, which means we gotta go to the upside down room, but more importantly, this fat guy. Look at his large body. I mean, it comes without saying. They're front loaded, so you gotta hit the large bodies in the back to damage them. Or just throw magic at them. I mean, they're not that hard to fight because they were dead by the time I even said how you're supposed to beat them. So it's like, it's not really a problem. Also, Blizzard's super good, and since we picked the staff, our magic's really strong. Just having an easy time here. What we need to do, though, is we need to get big again. Because we need to go over here, and we need to move this rock. Gives us yet another new platform. And I believe we can return that. I don't believe it matters. Actually, I don't believe it matters either way. So, we can just hit this, and am I sure that's all I need to do? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Alright, now that we've satisfied that, let's grab some bonus points.
See ya.
One big improvement in this game that came from the remasters of it, that people may not immediately remember or have known, is the camera. Originally, the camera was controlled with the L2 and R2 buttons. In case you're wondering, that's terrible. You may be wondering, well, what was the right stick used for if it wasn't the camera? It moved this menu up and down. Yeah, can't really fathom what they were thinking at that point in time. But, you know, whatever. Everyone makes mistakes. They course corrected by the time Kingdom Hearts 2 came out. And then fixed this. So... that was a good jump. Good jump, Goofy. Good jump, Donald Duck. Alright, you want a high potion? That is a tough sell, man. I don't know. I'm gonna use a tent because it restores our HP, and I do not want to hear the danger noise for 10 years. And we'll put another... I hate this menu. Makes no sense. It's too busy. Too busy.
Here.
Give me the goods. Give me the Gouda. Give me the Mega Potion. That's heals to everybody. We're gonna need those. There'll be times where I need Donald Duck to heal me, and then he's busy being dead. So that was a fun optional area that gives us another free chest that's got some dogs suffocating inside it. That's always great. It's always great. Don't even let them breathe. I'm trying to think of what other places you can go at this point, because I know there's other places you can get treasure and stuff. Hey, this place is tilted. Did they change this area? I remember going in here before and this was not like this. Either way, it's an optional place that we should explore. I mean, that is the purpose of this world, is to be confusing and weird.
Deep freeze! Ha, ha. Deep freeze! Deep freeze!
There we go. It's easy to just spam magic till the thing's dead. Getting a bunch of items for synthesis that we'll use one day. Oh, you look at that. I did not notice that. You can just knock that down and then drop like a teddy bear on it. What the hell is that for? I'm learning new shit. I'm learning new tech. So, we can light the lamps and get stuff. Like defense up. We're gonna use that immediately. It's like, please. Please make me stronger. Please. Oh good, a painting. Alright, so we got a white trinity. Can't use that for the next forever. And then we got more of these things.
Here!
Hey, look at that. Wouldn't say that was necessarily that useful, but, you know, maybe I'm gonna be low on mithril shards at some point. Looks like that's all there is to this room. There's no, other exits. Okay. No, there's just enemies everywhere. I think we can get away with ignoring them. Wonder if there's anything up here of interest. Probably not. We're just surrounded now.
See ya! Deep freeze! Deep freeze! See ya!
Alright, now that that's taken care of, bleh. Thinking about where else we haven't been really hung out in yet. Did we go up here? Pretty sure we did. Yeah, because we already hit the Trinity mark there. Yeah, so we would go, probably to Progress, which is not this way. Don't know how I got turned around. I knew I had the wrong idea. Head over to the Tea Party Garden. So this place is interesting in the fact that you get a little gift if you go to each of these chairs. You talk to it, you sit down, and then you get your present. As far as I know, it's not random. You just a bunch of different ones to get, which is pretty useful. Now, there's no real purpose in getting them. You're not going to unlock anything special. you'll just get stuff like more magic, a few potions, and ether, that kind of thing. Though there is one instance, I believe, where enemies will spawn, depending on the chair you choose. So there is that. If you want to get into combat, then there is a way to do it. But it's basically unnecessary. It's good if you're hurting for potions and you're trying to make yourself bigger. You want to get big, do it. Alright, we got lucky. Usually, because I've speedrun this game before, a large body would spawn by the time we had a chance to go up here, so I guess we got lucky on the pathing. I also like that the Cheshire Cat says, alright, it's not bright enough in here yet after lighting one. To which Sora says, well, what do we do now? It's like, kid, really? Come on, man. You're 15. At this point, you'd be in high school. Come on, man. Work it. And someone's gonna tell me that he's actually 14 in this game. I'm gonna be like, whatever, you're supposed to be in like 8th grade, man. Come on. See, here they are, right on fucking cue. So the logic here is that we've moved the shadows by turning on the lights in here. I think that's what this is supposed to be. Like, that's the event that we just threw in there. And now the boss has basically been spawned, and we can then take it on at the beginning of the world. It's a little stupid. Like, there's some logic there, not that much, though. It's more just kind of arbitrary. Go over this way. This way, pull this lever. But it's just because this world and its theme is extremely nonsensical. So there wasn't really a way to trigger any sort of boss encounter very easily here. Now, I'm starting to remember where the last treasure is, which is that one up there. So, if you'll allow me, I'd like to go get it. And also, new enemies here. These are white mushrooms. They want you to use a certain type of magic. And if you use it, you get rewarded for it. I have no magic, so I cannot do it. What I can do is I can leave. What I also can do is equip abilities, which we have not done yet using our AP. We have Stun Impact, which 30% chance of finishing with a Shockwave for stun. And then Dodge Roll. I noticed it when I started hitting square and going, nothing going through. And then someone in the comments is going to be like, you should equip abilities, without watching the video. And I'm going to be like, well, at least you care. Oh, did that Stun Impact not hit him? The range must have been just off. Well, that's a good combo. You see that? That was nuts. Oof, got 3 of them. Oh, what's still... Calm down, guys. Haven't you done enough? Ooh, we just picked up Treasure Magnet. And I believe Treasure Magnet makes it so balls come to you a lot faster. I think I'll drop Stun Impact and show its effects here a little bit. Yeah, it's definitely orbiting me a lot earlier. Alright. Make me the big dick. Do it. Alright, so now that I've rearranged that, I think this room that we've already been into, because after the event earlier, has changed. At least I think. I think this room specifically should have a new layout. It does. Okay, that's the thing that's been confusing me about Wonderland, is that once you do the event of obtaining the evidence, and after you have that fight at the, I guess we'll call it the courthouse, the castle, they completely change what these rooms lead to. So they kind of make you go through all of them again to get the treasure, because they have different room layouts. Beating that fight gives us a little platform. Then we can go over here and interact with the faucet if there weren't 18 million enemies here. There are 4. But I still don't forgive it. Especially because they keep hitting me. It's like, could you kill you to miss? Well, that worked. And then for some reason, that leads us back here. There's still more treasures that I've missed. Some of them are a lot easier when you have better jumping and gliding and other stuff like that, so we're gonna wait. And I want to check out and see if that teddy bear did anything, because I don't think I've ever encountered that before. Also this. Can I beat this up? Let's see. Hey! Look at that. That was cool. Let's go check out this bear. Seems useless. Unless you can do something with it when you're big? Maybe? Maybe it's that? But I'm pretty sure the boss opens up at this point, so I think we're locked in. Can I just get in the chair? Another thing. Do I have any more ethers or elixirs? I do. Exchange that out for the regular potion. We'll need magic for this. Thankfully, we can't check out it being big matters at all for that bear. Otherwise, why is it here? Huh? Oh, shit. I don't remember that being a thing. What does the book do? A mithril shard. I'm learning new shit every day, though I may have already known about this, to be fair. But still, you know. Maybe I did it once in one of the many playthroughs I've done, but a lot of times you just kind of blaze through this stuff. Ah, here we go. Dark matter. Okay, real talk, dark matter is... dark matter's really good. Like, to put it in perspective, dark matter is like some of the strongest stuff. So, we have to use magic based on their gesture. It's fanning itself, so blizzard. The goal is to do the same one 3 times in a row. I believe that's thunder. Yeah, you're wanting thunder. It's really hard to do because we have a bunch of idiots over here. They're like, no, can we be next to you? And I'm like, no, I need to see it. Luckily, this one keeps doing blizzard. And then you get a bunch of points for it. A bunch of bubbles. Blizzard arts, which are going to be useful to turn in for some special item stuff later. Also mystery goo, which sounds as lewd as you probably expect. Alright, you're shivering, so you want fire. That's blizzard. That's thunder. That's blizzard. That's the ticket. And fire arts. As a kid, didn't really pick up on what you were supposed to do against those guys. Or at least not to the extent where I got it right 3 times in a row like that. I believe you can still get it right and mix and match and get like 2 right on one right on the other, but it ends either by time or it ends by you getting the 3, so I just like going straight for the 3. Alright, so we're full up on magic, 2 magic items, mega potion. We should be beyond prepared for the boss. Now I'm someone who's a big fan of recolors in the Final Mix games where all the enemies have different colors variants, but I'm not a fan of this one. This one just kind of, it fits a more candy theme that I don't feel is as good as the original. Because the original design was a cool red and black, which went with the, you know, the casino type roulette aesthetic. So, not a fan. He's making that table move. So I absolutely hate him. Also, this boss sucks. Full stop. This boss isn't very good because you can only hit it on the top third of its body. So you have to kind of suffer through the game's platforming to get a good hit in. So it can definitely be a little on the annoying side. He also makes a bunch of efforts to slam into the furniture to get rid of it for a little bit of time. Like, the table's just gone. Like, we don't have it anymore. It's just done.
Here. See ya. See ya. Fire.
And of course he went over to the stove because he's like, I want to ruin your life too. And I'm like, of course you do. Donald Duck just got nailed. How the hell did you get it from that range, even? Oh, man. You guys did that on your own over here. Look at you guys. Alright, no way to restore MP, so I'm just gonna have to use what I got. Oof. His are so big. I think his also seek. Not great. Give everyone a fresh little heal. Donald Duck, I need help. Donald Duck. For Christ's sake, you duck. Oh my god. Donald Duck. Okay, maybe the meme that he doesn't heal is completely fucking accurate. Full magic, just, nah. Nah, nigga. Nah, no, I'm good. He's about to have a mental breakdown. He's about to lay into this duck. We got Ifrit's horn. Somehow.
What a racket. How's a doorknob to get any sleep?
Don't look at him like that, it's rude. Well, that's as good a hint as any that we've locked the world up. Literally. Picked up a navigational gummy and we're done. They're also like, surprise, you failed. Alice is just gone. Rip. And they just throw you back here. Because in the first game, sometimes they just wouldn't, you know, take you out of the world when everything was done. Well, with that, we're done. Let's get out of here. So now that we're done with that, we can move on to the next world. The next world I'm going to choose personally is going to be Deep Jungle, which is this one, because I usually do the Coliseum afterwards. So next time on Kingdom Hearts, we will jump straight into Deep Jungle with Goofy and Donald Duck. I just gotta keep doing it. Till next time, everybody.